Hello, economics students. Well, here we are at the end, the final week of the class, week 7. I know these classes go very, very fast. I wanted to shoot this video just to kind of talk about some things as we button up the course, and just kind of some final reminders in our final week here together. So as far as grading, all the grading should be caught up. If I'm missing anything, text me, let me know. It looks like everything is there though, up through this module, module 7. The student-led seminars, all done. Look great. Great work on that. So I know that's a lot of work putting those together. So good job with that. And everything, the topic papers are looking very, very solid as well. So just finish what you need to do and you'll be great in the class. Now, if any of you have a missing assignment, and I'm not sure to double check the grade book, but if you do have a missing assignment, I do accept late work. Just make sure you get that in before before Sunday at midnight. Not Monday, be too late. Before Sunday midnight this week, there will be a deduction on points, but you definitely want to do it if you have a missing assignment, especially a 100-pointer. If you're missing a 100-pointer, that's already a letter grade down. Even if you did maybe not the best job possible and you got 50 out of 100 points, you've preserved your A. So it's definitely worth it. There always is a little deduction on points for late work, to be fair to those people that turned it in on time. But again, that is how you preserve your letter grades, is by not having missing assignments. So if you got something, let me make sure you get it in by Sunday at midnight, or if you have any questions about that particular missing assignment or whatnot, let me know. Again, I know there's only 3 of you, so we got a tight group. Actually, pretty much the tightest. So I don't think there was anything. Maybe in the first couple modules, I don't know. I'd have to go back and check all of you, but yeah, just double check yourself. Make sure you got grades in all of your categories for all assignments up through module 6. I think some of you have popped some stuff in maybe this morning for module 7. You definitely can finish the class early if you finish the assignments for this week. Go for it, no problem at all. As far as final grades go, those are going to be in Empower. Your final grades are always in Empower. You probably know this, but occasionally I run across some students who don't know how to look up their grades. But your final grades are always in Empower. And they're usually in by noon on Monday following the class. So the class closes on Sunday. We're required to get final grades posted by Monday morning. Systems sync up, what have you, and usually by Monday afternoon, all your final grades for the first part of the semester are in, or whenever the semester concludes, or the conclusion of the course, I should say, is usually less than 24 hours before you see that final grade. So jump in Empower and look at your final grade. The other thing, before we just jump into module 7 here, a very basic module, but before we do jump into that, I just wanted to remind students, especially in the final week, if anything should happen, if you have a medical emergency or anything like that, reach out to me. I know we have that hard deadline of Sunday at midnight, but for certain extenuating circumstances, it's usually medical emergencies. I've been doing this for 14 years. That's usually the biggest one, some sort of medical family emergency type thing. Reach out to me. What I want to avoid, if possible, is if something should happen, and you can't get maybe that last assignment in, topic paper number 7, then I have to give it basically a 0 grade. And I guess because I have to get grades in Monday morning, I don't have time to track people down and say, hey, where's the assignment? What's going on? So I kind of have to go with what I got. But if you give me something, hey, I broke my leg, at the water park, and I'm not going to be able to I'm in the hospital getting a cast on, let me know, and then, we can work with you. And I got a mechanism that we can get you finished with the course if something weird should happen. So just toss that out there. All right, so that is pretty much it for kind of the buttoning up. Let's just take a look at what we're doing this week. Again, the student-led seminars that you guys knocked out, that was sort of the, I guess, the hump of the class, and now it's somewhat coast, if you will. So in modules, and going into module 7, let me scoot this down so we can see it. There we go. All right. So again, we don't have a student-led seminar in module 7. Usually this class is about 20 to 30 students, and I carve it up for various modules because we can't do them all in 1 week. It's ridiculous. So we do like 7 to 10 a week. But so yeah, forget about that. You don't have obviously don't have a student-led seminars. You guys have knocked all that out. And then this week we just have our final topic paper. So and I forget the topic. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, and some of you have already completed that as well. But yeah, so knock out your final topic paper on regulation and healthcare, the managerial perspective. Again, take those 5 areas that are in the textbook and just kind of expand on those. So that should be pretty much smooth sailing. You guys have done a great job. I know, again, we only got 3 of you, but you guys have done a fantastic job on the topic papers. There might be, you're almost always hitting, I'm going to say almost, I think always. I think you're always hitting the 4th page of content, good content. Now, sometimes you might wonder like, well, why did I get, 5 points off or 3 points off? If it's 3 pages and 1 sentence on the 4th page, really and I think I mentioned this in an earlier video, it's really, you want to kind of get to that that halfway point on the 3rd page. It's sometimes hard to get to perfectly nail an assignment on the 4th full page, but I look at it first. I look at what are they writing about. I really don't get into APA or grammar as long as it's not atrocious. And then I look at, do they have meaningful content at 3.5 pages or more? And if you've met that, it's like rock solid, looks great, content points, good summary of the topic. They've addressed whatever questions that were in that particular topic paper. And I always look at, did they they get the references in there? Sometimes there's a couple points off if you forgot a reference. Not a killer. It's not going to kill you on 100 point assignment if you a few points here or there. But the accumulation of all of those things could bring a paper down to B level or worse. But again, you guys, I don't think anybody submitted like a 2-page topic paper in this whole class. So you guys are really looking fantastic. Great job in that. I know it's been a very small group for you. This course was particularly run just for you guys because we knew that you needed it for graduation requirements. This is the last running of our economics class. So yeah, you guys are the last group. You're probably like, oh, but yeah, we've decided, and I think I've mentioned this to other groups, is that we're going to be sunsetting this class. And we are replacing it with project management. So, but these things take time. We have to follow a process. We have to work people through their curriculum because you're probably wishing, geez, I wish I could add project management. But, we have to kind of unfold it as it goes. And this was the last run of the class and especially for you guys to meet graduation requirements. So thanks for trudging through there. I did try to boil down the class to just you guys focus on some essential elements that you can take from economics and hopefully make them a little bit more practical especially with your thoughts on the topic, on those topic papers. But I do know economics is it's the most theoretical of all of our courses in the curriculum. And we are really looking at, when we look at curriculum, we look at having courses that have a meaningful impact as quickly as possible in your workplace and in your careers. So that's why it kind of made an easy decision for us to swap this out. Not that it doesn't have value. But I think you can, and some of you have mentioned this on your on the progress journals. There is the theoretical pieces that you won't even interact with on day to day, but they're definitely moving the current of healthcare. So it is important, I think, to understand that greater, bigger picture. Even though we may not have much choice or control over these greater, even economic forces of supply, demand, and all of that, and what we're doing with our jobs, but knowing that they exist and they're going to affect our jobs, affect the decisions that we make, even on a micro level, I think is important. So we're not removing all of the content that you guys have gone through. We're going to be incorporating that into the finance class. So we're going to squeeze a little bit more into finance, pull a few things out, add a few of the essential economic pieces that you guys have taken a pretty deeper dive into, because they're still very important. But there is that. So you are the last folks to take this class. So all right, well, that pretty much concludes things. If you have any questions, you got my number for texting is great, or you can email me as well. Again, it's been great having you in this class. I hope you enjoy the break. We have a little break, I think, coming up between your next class. According to the, before you hold me on that, make sure. Summer. Yep. So the first day of class for the summer session, for session 2, 7-week 2, is starting July 5th. As you know, you've been here for a while. Those courses are still going to be open. Pop in on Monday, on July 4th. Just pop in, get your syllabus, and all that stuff that you normally do. But enjoy the little break in between classes. We really love that new format where students can get that break in between 7-week 1 and 7-week 2. All right, guys. Again, a pleasure having you in the course. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out as we come to the end of the class. But everybody have a great summer. Thanks.